Moving to international stories, U.S. President Donald Trump has said that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has granted authorizations to Gilead Sciences Inc. for emergency use of its experimental antiviral drug remdesivir to treat patients with COVID-19. Gilead has donated 1.5 million vials to the drug to help patients. President Trump also expressed hope that the United States will come in under 1 lakh lives lost due to coronavirus. So far, the number of known infections nationwide has climbed to well over 11 lakh, including 64,789 deaths. Meanwhile, in New York, all state schools would stay closed for the rest of the academic year due to COVID-19. The city governor announced this even as hospitals and the daily death toll fell to their lowest level in more than a month. Moving on, the World Health Organization WHO chief has reconvened the emergency committee to review the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. The committee in its meeting had unanimously agreed that the outbreak still constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. Briefing the media, the WHO chief said he had grave concerns about the potential impact of the disease as it starts to accelerate in countries with weaker health systems. Tedros said that the WHO would continue working with countries and partners to enable essential travel needed for pandemic response, humanitarian relief and cargo operations, and for countries to gradually resume normal passenger travel. Recognizing that some countries are beginning to consider easing lockdown measures, the WHO said it was important that they are constantly on the lookout for a jump in infections and should be ready to put some measures back in place if needed. The WHO has also defended concerns raised over time of declaration of emergency, saying that January 30th declaration was made in enough time for the rest of the world to respond because they were at that stage when only 82 cases of infection and no deaths were reported outside China.
The COVID-19 crisis has illustrated that even the most sophisticated health systems have struggled to cope with the pandemic. WHO has grave concerns about the potential impact the virus could have as it starts to accelerate in countries with weaker health systems. The pandemic remains a public health emergency of international concern.